Friends, Namaskar, good afternoon, and I welcome you to this special briefing on COVID-19 from the perspective of Ministry of External Affairs and also from the perspective of so many of the Indians and OCI cardholders who are abroad. I have with me the Additional Secretary and Special Coordinator for COVID-19, Shri Damu Ravi. I also have Mr. Dinesh Adhikari, who is the Deputy Director at Bureau of Immigration. We will start with the initial remarks by the Additional Secretary, and after that we will take questions from all of you. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ravish. Good afternoon to all of you. As a matter of giving you a slight update since last we met, I would like to give you a slight overview of what happened since the last we met. So, one, you all are aware that Prime Minister held a video conferencing with the leaders of SAARC countries. There were few initiatives announced. The Ministry of External Affairs, in close consultation with the other ministries, concerned ministries, are working towards their implementation, some of which have already been implemented, ongoing. Few travel advisories have been issued, and few evacuation missions were carried out, both in Iran and Italy, successfully. The group of secretaries are reviewing it on a daily basis, the situation around the world, and the group of ministers are taking decisions from time to time, and Prime Minister is monitoring the developments on a regular basis. It is all of government effort to control and contain this pandemic. As you all are aware, that Ministry of External Affairs has set up a COVID control room with helplines, with dedicated helplines, 24/7. A team of officers are interested to taking these calls and responding to the concerns that are being raised by Indians all over the world on a regular basis, on a timely basis. The concerned ministries also have the helplines, and they're responding to the queries. Further, the Ministry of External Affairs is further beefing up, strengthening the COVID control room to respond to specific queries coming from specific countries. So, just to mention to you that the kind of attention that we are giving to this crisis. Thank you.
I now open the floor to questions. You have some announcement to make?
I just would like to inform that there is a 24/7 helpline of BOI also, as was brought out earlier also by one of my senior colleagues in the earlier press brief, since functioning since 17th evening. Until now, we've had about almost more than 1,355 calls in that, and about 522 emails which have been replied by our call center since 17th evening till now. They are basically from all the foreigners who are here in India or who are abroad, and they are concerned about their wards or kids and kin here in India. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I open the floor to questions. Pranay?
सर, अगर आप थोड़ा सा डिटेल बता सकें कि कोविड सेल के अंदर कितने लोग काम कर रहे हैं, कितने कॉल्स आपके पास आ रहे हैं, और जो ये स्ट्रेंथन करने के लिए आप प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि इलाकों में कई जगह पे, जैसे मनीला में एयरपोर्ट के ऊपर बच्चे फंसे हुए हैं, उन तक खाना पहुंचाने के लिए, या किस तरीके से जो लोग डिस्ट्रेस में हैं उन तक ज़रूरी मदद पहुंचाने की क्या कोशिश कैसे हो रही है, अगर थोड़ा डिटेल दे पाएँ।
Of MES, okay.
I thought you had already conveyed it. But anyway, we will give you the details of the helplines and the emails once again. To answer your first question, currently in the MEA control room, COVID control room, we are about 25 to 30 people working. And then these are in teams, in shifts. So we have 24/7 manning facility, which is like you have 8 hours, 8-hour shift. Then we are now going to further strengthen to larger groups, specific countries, and they will be further beefed up tomorrow to strengthen this team, and we will have a lot more specific queries coming. The number of queries that are coming in, that was one of your questions. We are getting on the emails about 400 or so, and telephone calls about 600. So about 1,000 calls are coming in a day, which we are promptly replying to.
You see, we had announced the helpline numbers, including the email. I will again read it out. We have a toll-free number, which is 1800-118797, and there are 3 landline numbers, 011-2301-2113, 2301-4104, and 2301-7905. We have a fax number, 011-2301-8158, and the email ID is covid19@mea.gov.in. Vinita?
So you talked about the follow-ups on the SAARC discussions that had happened. So can you elaborate on what kind of follow-up is happening, since you have 1 week to start working on that? Just a little bit of elaboration on that.
You see, Vinita, a crisis of this magnitude, it does not recognize borders. And it also requires a very coordinated response. It requires a response where you have to cooperate at the regional and global levels. Now, it was in this spirit that Prime Minister decided to take the initiative of getting all the SAARC leaders together to closely cooperate how to address the pandemic which was unfolding in this region. And during that video conference, you are aware that Prime Minister announced several proposals. And I can announce you today that we are moving very fast on most of these proposals and announcements. On the emergency fund, this is already up and running. We have received many requests from other SAARC countries for assistance in the form of masks, in the form of shoe covers, in the form of gloves, disinfectants, and other items. The quantum of assistance which has been requested so far, it has already crossed $1 million. Supplies to Bhutan and Maldives, they have already been dispatched, they have already been effected. And other requests from other SAARC countries, they are under various stages of process. On the rapid response team, we have received informal requests from Maldives and Nepal. This is being followed up. On the health best practices and online training, a video conference is being scheduled in the next few days among the health professionals of all SAARC countries. The best practices being followed by the professionals, the health professionals in these countries will also be discussed. Action on other elements of the announcement, they have already been initiated by the respective ministries in this regard.